Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel if you're a newbie, and welcome back if you're an existing sub. Thank you for being here. It's Chrissy Sawyer here with your May reading. So Saggies, some cards have already flown out for you and it's looking very interesting. It's looking very work related. I don't know what you've got coming in, and I was guided to take the Book of Dharma and just flick it open. It's really interesting what's come out. Like all journeys worth taking, we may at times be uncomfortable or exposed. We may have to look into the abyss of the unknown. The point of maximum confusion is often the point of maximum learning. Okay. Every step forward requires that we release a current foothold. We cannot move forward if we refuse to progress from where we are right now. Thus, anyone who insists on comfort, safety, and security as primary conditions of life will be incapable of developing wisdom. Well, that's rather interesting. So, let's look at the first few cards. So, deep knowing. Did this card come out in the Teen Rises to Queen reading? I think it did. So, deep knowing, actually, this is looking right. Bear with me. I'm just going to check something. Okay. So, we've got deep knowing coming in with yang fire, masculine fire. And what I'm curious about immediately is, are you in some kind of Kundalini awakening? Because we're moving through this portal of wrapping up the age of Pisces. So that's the end of kind of fear-based thinking, victim martyr consciousness, small thinking that's held you back. And we're moving into this fire of creation, and that's going to take a certain amount of balance, and with the message from the Book of Dharma, a certain amount of vulnerability and unease. Okay, and what's coming out to support that is by the book, and indeed that's coming out with, here you are showing up in your own reading, Saggies. That's coming out with temperance. Okay. So there's going to be a kind of tempering of the fire, because you might want to run ahead with this fire. You might have had a burst of creativity and be in some confusion about how to manifest that, but be in this kind of ecstatic state of molecular flux where everything gets excited. Okay. And you're a fire sign, so you might want to run ahead with that. But coming out with the Temperance card, there's this Ace of Pentacles, and the 8 is about balanced success by navigating this, bringing the insight into the physical and manifesting it. Okay, so very careful, diligent is the word I get, journey. An 8 of Pentacles is really seeing your dreams come to life through concerted, focused effort. So this is feeling like quite a steady energy of doing things by the book. And I think this card came out as well in the last 2 days. When I was talking, I think it was Aquarius, I was talking about get grounded, or it might have been Aries, I can't remember, about getting grounded. Doing things by the book is about systemically recognizing what structures you can work with, what structures you can get around, and being kind of obedient and loyal to this container that you've built, living by your own creed, I guess. Again, to be fair, balanced temperance, or the confusion of what doesn't feel fair, or the confusion, of what you might have to give up to get into this Eight of Pentacles manifestation. Eight of Pentacles is about legacy building. It's not about the quick hit, the quick win. It's about a concerted effort and investment of time, resource, love, faith, trust. And that might be a bit triggering because, like it says, there's going to be stuff you've got to let go of. Old paradigms, old belief systems, or in the material world, you might have to let go of where you live. Okay. There's loyalty to self. Okay. And here it would help to do a little audit, actually, of what are your values and beliefs and what are you true to? What are you immovable in? What are you stubborn in? But you're mutable fire, so you can straddle more than one world, more than one thought. Sagittarius can hold the cognitive dissonance of opposites. And there's a message in here too about seeing yourself in others. So I'm getting pride, ego, and vanity coming in, and kind of this, I don't know, it feels quite superior. And we get like that as human beings when we're out of flow, when we're out of connectivity, and when we believe that separation is an illusion. So seeing yourself in others, particularly if they trigger you, is a magical alchemical process. It's how you grow. That's how you get the wisdom, is you meet that field of experience with no real knowledge, open and willing to learn. Very Sagittarian philosopher, to learn something about yourself, about about what's coming up to be mended, perhaps an old limitation, perhaps some victim martyr old energy that you're now wanting to dissolve, to move you forwards to this treasure island. And this can be just surrounded by this cloud of inspiration. But it's on a turtle's back. Okay, so it's not zipping by with the speed of a shark. It's slow and steady. It's Eight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, by manifesting your loyal heart, staying true to your core values, and all the time dancing with this yang fire through the energy of temperance. And harnessing the deep knowing that might be coming in for you now, as we stand in this gateway moment. You might be staring straight into the void. You might be presented with an opportunity, and your heart knows, your soul knows, on a very deep level what your soul craves for, what feeds you. Okay. Yeah. So the underlying energy is the Queen of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. The underlying energy is the Queen of Wands, who's she's just a master manifester. Okay, living in her passion, creating, manifesting, in her joy, having fun doing it. Nothing's a burden. There's not a trace of burdensome energy there. But here comes the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior, protecting the fort, holding fast. So this can either be a defensive energy. Well, I'm going to bring this guy in because, right, okay, so that's how they're coming out. So we've got a divine couple here, King and Queen of Wands. And there's a but, because the energy I'm getting from this card actually is prideful arrogance. And with this, I get the phrase world turned upside down. Does your deep knowing think it's really clever? Because you'll have heard me talk about spiritual piety before, and Sagis are very spiritual people. And sometimes, let's imagine it is something like a Kundalini awakening. Yeah, right. I mean, if that isn't Kundalini, that's the next card. I don't know what is. So sometimes when you get these massive insights and suddenly you know way more today than you did yesterday, this energy can creep in. And can kind of kill the joy in this wonderful manifestation. She's doing it all and she's having fun doing it. She's absolutely in her light and in her joy, just dancing. It's beautiful. This energy doesn't feel like it's in alignment, you know, and we have this young fire coming in. So there's something there around the masculine. It might be the inner wounded masculine. It might be the inner wounded masculine, not knowing how to manifest. Let's see what else comes out. So we definitely have a tower moment. Fear of feeling left out. Indecision. Self-deception. Okay. So there's some shady energy here. Shadow energy. It's not shady, but there's some shadow energy here. And an inherent challenge to rise to it. To rise to whatever is coming in for you. What was your reading last month? Sag. That's when I kept saying sympathy and I meant to say symphony, unfinished symphony. But it came out as unfinished sympathy and Treasure Island. Ha! It was you that had Treasure Island. Right. Okay, I'm going to pull some more cards. Deep knowing. What is it you deeply know? What is it you're resisting? There's resisting, procrastinating, self-deceit, fear of being left out. And there's often a fear of being left out when you reach into pure individuality, uniqueness. Because that might mean you won't belong in the world, and Pentacles is all about the physical. That might mean feeling of being shut out or exiled. Might be the old witch wound, actually. We've got the Hierophant coming out and the world in reverse. So the world upright is the closing of a big, big cycle. Okay, so the Hierophant is the High Priest. That's about relationships. It's about, traditionally, it's about kind of Pope energy, marriage, agreements, contracts. So this could be soul contract related. Give me some clarity on these, please. Let's have clarity on the Nine of Swords reversed and the World reversed. For Saggy, Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. That's on the Nine of Wands and the World. Right, here we have, look, another divine couple. High Priest, High Priestess. But this is coming out to clarify that. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm getting a different energy, which is about willingness. Because the Eight of Swords outright is about feeling trapped. Trapped and stuck, but this feels kind of defiant. I refuse to give in because I really want to close this cycle and move on. And if the High Priestess is coming in as clarity, then she's your helper. We're in full moon energy as we speak. So sitting still and tuning in is really going to help you feel into whatever this defensive position is, because I'm feeling that wants to be back here. That feels like systemically it's in the past. This is feeling very here and now. Okay. So, yeah, it's blocks to turning that wheel. Okay. Thank you for that. And let's clarify the King of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Wands for Sagittarius, please, for me. Is he? Okay. The King of Wands is pointing me back towards the Five of Pentacles, so I'm going to get a clarifier for these two. Is that what it is? Is this something to do with the masculine's pride and vanity of how he is physically seen in the world? His physical manifestation, his physical abundance, and is that about to be challenged? Oh. Okay. Doesn't feel strong enough to make the change. And now his energy's changed. It feels like he's staring me down now. So he's being seen. So when we get seen in the field, that can be a bit confrontational. This is about fear of being seen, Sagittarius. Fear of being seen and not being seen, and fear of being excluded, when the truth might be they're going to fall in love with you. When you bring your uniqueness, your yang fire, through the energy of this Queen of Wands, joyful in her manifestation, it might not look like that. And is your mind open and strong enough to make the transition? Stand in your courage to bring your unique self, to close this cycle of smallness and move forward. Yeah, that's changed the energy again. There's a willingness coming through now. Yeah, I'm willingness. I'm willingness. I'm willingness. What's the underlying card? Oh, wow. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. I've come this far. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to defend it. I'm going to stay with it. Others may criticize me, but I'm going to stay with it. Let's bring him back in. Others may criticize me, but I'm going to stay with it because I'm manifesting this new beginning. Ha! Wow, am I manifesting? Now this, okay, this gets interesting. Right. So when you have a king and queen and the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, kind of speaks into something else. Okay. That could literally be partnership. Let's call it the happy ever after, the 1111. And the Hierophant to marry you. Okay, so this could be a divine union, a well-matched union. And the masculine needs to move himself through the field, one step at a time, harnessing his courage and letting go of the burden of pleasing others, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So this is about the inner masculine. The part of you that pleases others wants to be seen in a certain way that makes you somehow acceptable or normal. Good luck with that. To turn that wheel and harness his fire and change his world. Wow. Wow. So there's a couple of different messages in here. It's about manifesting your deep knowing, becoming unique, being judged but defending that. And there's also a potential for a divine union here, which is going to take a bit of strength. Wow. Sagittarius, you're getting to Treasure Island, my lovelies. You are getting, by hook or by crook, it's called the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Pence, by hook or by crook card. I'm getting there. Stalwart is a word I've just heard. Be a stalwart. Stoicism. Stay with it. Stay with it. Wow, fantastic. Fantastic. Right. So, interestingly, the three archetype cards that are coming in to support you are Judge, Teacher, and Hermit. Okay. So these two first ones kind of speak into the Hierophant, and this one kind of speaks into the High Priestess. So I'll read you the light and shadow attributes of all three archetypes and just track what goes on in your body, where it lands, if anything comes to mind. Judge. In his light, balancing justice and compassion, managing fair distribution of power. So that's creating win-win opportunities, balance, harmony. Shadow is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Misuse of authority. Okay. So that's a bit of that spiritual piety coming in. Teacher. In their light, ability to communicate knowledge. So you've got the deep knowing card. Wow, I'm seeing you. This could literally be you birthing a YouTube channel and feeling scared to death about being fully seen in your deep knowing and your High Priestess. It could be that. So ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. In its shadow, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. That doesn't land at all. Oh, there's this real shyness I'm tapping into. I'm getting the words shy mystic. Hermit seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Eight of Pentacles. focused attention. Personal creativity. Shadow, to withdraw because of fear or negative judgment of self or others. Refusing to help those in need. Okay, so they're the three archetypes. Just, I hope you noticed there what was going on inside for you. And to support you or push you through this gateway or give you a bus ticket back home to what you already know. Let's look at what you can surrender to, Sagis. What's going to help you in the month of May? Boing. You cannot control what other people think of you. You cannot control what other people think of you. If you're coming out the closet to be your awesome, wondrous self, hold that. I'm going to stroke Buddha's head. I'm going to ping the good luck at you. Because if you're going to step into uniqueness, then that's pretty awesome. So, are you sometimes over-controlling? And can you sometimes sabotage relationships? To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. High Priestess. Okay. Ooh, here it is. Oh, shebang. Okay. No, bear with me. I have a mountain of cards. Right. King, Queen of Wands. So this is for the people who are in the storyline of divine partnership. Okay. And in that kind of divine partnership, you're going to see yourself in another. And this can also be the inner masculine and feminine harnessing their fire. Okay, coming into alignment. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Intimacy can be starting a new YouTube channel. Intimacy can be bringing wisdom through for others. That's very intimate. Are you ready to let love in? All forms of love. Are you ready to let love in? Because we've got the Tower in here wanting to crack the heart wide open. I can't find it, it's buried. It's buried. Can you compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart? If you scroll through my, where are we? April. If you scroll through my videos, I think it was kind of, oh, I know when it was. It was 11/11 last year, 11th of November last year. And I did a video called the Cosmic Heart Meditation. It's a recorded meditation. Have a listen. It might be useful to you. So it looks like love is coming in for you, Sag. Okay. And the masculine has got a little bit of work to do. She's already doing it. She's already doing it. She's in her manifesting fire. She's in her joyful passion. And he's coming in. He feels okay now, actually. He's moved through the field a little bit. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Fear of intimacy, lose control. That's what happens when love comes in. You have to lose control. I've just turned the deck upside down. That's all I did. Okay. Stop it now. High Priestess. Oh my God, these are just making me giggle. What did I say about awesome and wondrous? You're good. It's all here, look. You have the potential for wonder and awe. You have the potential to surrender to receiving support and love. You have powerful intuition, Sagis. Let the heart break open. Let it all come down. Be vulnerable, be seen. I can't wait. So, yeah, definitely drop me a comment on this one. I'm quite excited for you. And I'll leave you with my love. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon, whenever. Much love.